I feel like that is one of the best ways to get started.
I need to practice, like, do my eyes look like really open? So my eyes like want to actually like close and like relax 'cause the bright lights, but I look awake, right?
Yeah. I feel like mine like sometimes look like I'm like scared.
I just feel like maybe stare at the light and just get used to it a little bit. You know, look at the light. Okay.
Now you can't even see the cameras.
I'm gonna like lean on you.
That works.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Universe Tinkering. I'm John.
I'm Jennifer.
And we're doing a 31-day challenge here on Universe Tinkering. We're calling it Change Your Energy, Change Your Life. 31-day challenge. And the idea behind this challenge is that we're carving out a little bit of our morning before we get started with our regular day, our regular routine, and we're doing something that we wouldn't normally do. It's something fun, it's something silly, it's something that's just kind of meant to get us out of that routine and feeling a little bit more playful at the beginning of the day.
We stumbled across this idea after having done many meditations with a Dr. Joe Dispenza. He definitely approaches the law of attraction from a scientific standpoint, and we've really enjoyed his meditations, and he often talks about changing your energy, change your life. He does talk about it from the standpoint of your thoughts, and that's where he focuses a lot of his conversations, his meditations, his speeches, is from the thoughts, and that's where it's most important to start. He talks about how if you wake up in the morning, you're very likely to kind of click into what you normally do. And unfortunately for a lot of us, what you normally do is you kind of say, oh, what day is it? Okay, what do I have to do? And so it kind of goes into your to-do list. And then you just sort of naturally start kind of clicking into what are the things that I have to continue to worry about. And it might be, you know, smaller topics like your boss at work, or it might be bigger topics. But whatever it is, we for some reason just go right into those every day, and it just becomes habit, it becomes a program, and you have to do something to consciously every day get out of it. And if you do that every day, then you'll start to slowly but surely notice and have awareness of these pre-programmed thoughts and kind of pre-programmed sometimes emotions that pop up for no reason whatsoever. And when you start to notice it, then you can move forward and you could say, oh, I have the power to choose. I'm going to choose something different. And so we had been doing, we felt, a very good job of doing meditations, being aware of our thoughts. And as we went along our journey with learning meditation and making it a part of our lives, we decided, well, we wanted to go another step further and put some action and bring some fun energy with having action in the realm of reality.
Yeah.
Because reality is super fun. And so, you know, when you stop to kind of worry a little bit, you look around and you're like, well, dang, the world's cool. Why aren't I doing some cool stuff? Like, I can move schedules around, I can make different choices. And so that's where we're at. We decided, hey, we're gonna wake up every morning, do something that made us feel like kids again, made us excited about the world around us, sparked curiosities, maybe something we've always wanted to do or learn, or maybe it's something that we've done only once before and it made us really happy, and we're remembering, why aren't we doing it more? You know, so we have 31 days of these activities, and today is day 12.
Day 12.
So we're really excited to jump into day 12. It's a good number.
Yeah. Good number. Yesterday was day 11, and I stood on my head as our activity for the morning, and Jen filmed it. It was pretty exciting.
Got some experience with our camera. I'm learning how to use a little gimbal. We call our camera DJ Rex, but it's a DJ I'm having fun learning how to film things.
It's good.
But yesterday your headstand.
Yeah, had a headstand, and I can still do a headstand, which is great. So I can teach our son, who's 2 years old, his name is Pierce. Today's day 12.
Day 12, and
We're going to be painting.
we're going to be painting. But we're actually painting a painting that's already painting. So this is a painting that I started. This was my painting a long, long time ago. And it was always something that I moved with me every time I moved. It was usually sitting in a box in a garage or a storage unit of something. And it was obviously like half done, you know, kind of just very raw shapes. And I had developed a little bit of the corners and different areas, but in my head it was always very much a not done thing. And so not too long ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, time flies by in odd ways these days, but I took the painting out. It was a morning and it was random, and we have like paint markers. And so I said like, hey, let's paint on this. It just felt right, it felt fun. And I actually have, it's like 2 canvases, and when you put the 2 canvases together, it makes the image. And so I said like, hey love, you take one side of this one canvas and I'll take the other, and no rules, you know, just have fun with it, and then we'll put them together. And we had so much fun doing it. It was such like a relaxing activity that we didn't plan. It was, I think, while our son was just like eating lunch, you know, we were just hanging out, and it was really fun. And again, this is an activity that we knew we felt great doing it, but we haven't done it again, or we haven't searched for that same feeling since. And so this morning we're gonna get the painting out, we're gonna get the markers out, we're gonna divide the canvases amongst us, and there's no rules, you know, there's no specific medium. We do have paint markers, but you know, we also have some other crafting things, and we can just go wild with it and let our imagination just have fun. And I think that's the mindset, and that's the mood, and that's the energy that we want to grow and get bigger and expand throughout our day, is the idea of creativity, limitless expansion, and just a full, complete freedom, which sometimes even with art, that can be challenging because you're always thinking about, is it pretty? Will other people like it? You know, you do have those things in the back of your mind. So we are just open to anything and everything when we're playing with these old paintings of mine, which actually do hold some loving emotion, the fact that I've carried it around and it was originally mine. So I'm excited to get those out and give those a little bit of attention and be free and creative today.
Well, we almost forgot to tell you about our observations.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Do you want to tell about yours first?
Yeah, so I think we want to share observations every day because this really helps us. You know, the fact that we're recording this allows us to slow down and really like think through how we're feeling and how we're thinking. So this is so helpful to us to really be challenged to think of an observation pretty much daily, so we can really start to be conscious of this change that we're evolving in. And so when we see that positive change, those are things we can sort of like lock in, you know, and or actually be aware of, and then ask for more of that and celebrate our own brain and ourselves. So this is really a great practice to actually think every day of what's one thing that I did that I want to keep doing. And so one thing that felt really great for me yesterday was I actually went to get adjusted at the chiropractor. I kind of have upper back and neck pain pretty regularly, and I got a great adjustment. I felt so good, kind of really unlocked my neck, and driving home was listening to Christmas music, and I just had this urge to be spontaneous. And my mom and my stepdad live not too far away, probably like 10 minutes, but for some reason we haven't been casual enough to just sort of pop over there and say, hey, we're showing up, we want to come hang out. They're busy, they both work, they have farm animals, you know, they're constantly doing things, and so are we with the baby. So we're both really busy, but neither of us have kind of stopped to be spontaneous with just spending time with each other. And so I said, hey, like, I want to go over there, I miss them, I want to spend time with them, I want the baby to spend time with them. And I said, heck, if they're not available, they're not available. The baby and I will just hang out on our own, and it just will be fun to be around in a different place. And so I shot off a text message, we packed up the baby, we got in the car, and normally I probably wouldn't even have gone to that thought process of thinking of doing something different. And if I did go to that thought process, I probably would have tried really hard in my brain to either freak myself out that I'm making a weird decision, or that I'm going to, cause some sort of, I don't know.
Ruffle some feathers,
or who knows. Sometimes when you make decisions spontaneously, you get really nervous about what path am I now on? Is this a healthy path? Is this a safe path? It sort of makes you feel uneasy, especially considering that we are home all the time. So it might sound like a simple thing of, oh, you're just going over to your mom's house. That doesn't sound dangerous or an intense situation. But when you're at home and you do your routine every single day the same, you are nervous to switch it up. And when you do switch it up, you kind of question, did I make the right decision? And so I didn't have any of those thoughts yesterday. When I was driving, I knew I'm a safe driver. I've got my baby in the back. We drive on safe roads. We have safe drivers around us. We have little country roads with water on each side, so it's really easy to kind of say, well, something could happen and it could be scary. But I didn't go there. I looked at the beautiful scenery and enjoyed the car ride and enjoyed giggling and cooing with the baby along the whole way. And when we got to my mom's house, it was just loving and warm and relaxing, and just a new environment to have fun with the baby, to eat lunch, to look at their Christmas decorations, kind of walk around outside a little bit. And it just felt easy and normal and natural, which again, spontaneous things like that sometimes don't feel like that for me lately. And so I think I would love to learn that feeling more and trust when I get an urge to do something different, and know that the universe has my back, that the world wants me to enjoy different experiences. And I have more trust in that support with the world and the universe and our divine everything. So it felt really good. So that was a long story, but it was a good day.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think mine was in a very similar vein, in that I have different moments in my day where I might not have a specific task I need to be doing. I might be waiting for some code to compile at work, or I might be waiting for a call, or there's just these moments where I've got maybe 15 minutes, and sometimes I just wander around and not really sure what to do. I kind of get a little bit of a nervous energy, and I'm taking those moments to say, hey, I've got 15 minutes. I took out our camera yesterday and practiced doing a little bit of extra shooting with it, and trying to get some smooth shots with it. And normally I would say I've got 15 minutes. By the time I get the camera out and by the time I get started and figure out what I want to do, 15 minutes is going to be over. I'm going to need 5 minutes to put it away. So 5 minutes to take it out, 5 minutes to put it back. That leaves 5 minutes. I can't do anything in 5 minutes, right? You talk yourself out of it. I talk myself out of it, and I didn't do that. And I just said, heck, I'm going to have some fun. And I did it. And I think I got some super weird shots, but they were fun and experimental, and I'll try something different next time. But I think that's a great change that I'm seeing in that spontaneity as well.
Yeah, and that's how we learn is little bits at a time. But if we don't have the openness and the flexibility with ourselves to learn in little chunks and to allow it to grow, it's really hard to feel good about being creative and learning. There's more pressure with it. So I think right now it just overall feels like less pressure with doing new things and doing something creative or something different. And that is really cool. I think that's where bigger things grow. That's where bigger things flourish. And where I think we're doing a great job of planting our garden with some pretty awesome seeds right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, back to that activity.
Let's go paint. This was so much fun.
So much fun.
I added more clouds and more details in the barn, and I set up some more heavy layers for next time so I can kind of go over and do a little bit more details and more kind of dreamy brush strokes. And I love yours.
I did a little crazy stuff in the sky just to kind of show a little bit of like radiant energy, hopefully to layer on top of and create something super cool. And then also added some texture into the tree and into the shading down below. So yeah, it was fun.
Yay, that
Super
was
fun.
really fun, relaxing. It was nice because I didn't think about much. just kept my arm moving and kept blotting and putting more paint on. So it was really relaxing, and now we're ready to start our day. So thank you so much for joining us on day 12. It was colorful. It was nice reminiscing on some past observations and things that are happening to us as we're changing our life during this 31-day Change Your Energy, Change Your Life. Hopefully by us sharing our journey, we inspire you on your journey. That is why we're recording ourselves and learning how to record ourselves and talk to a camera and edit videos and all that, in the hopes that maybe it might be a little bit of help to one other person. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you the next day. Oops, again, I'm learning and I need to ask, subscribe please. Please subscribe, join us as we continue along this challenge and watch all the fun as it unfolds and see the silly things we get into. If you thumbs up it, that's awesome. It's like a magical spell that says, hey, send it out to the world and have other people watch this video in YouTube, and that's cool for us because it helps us grow. And then if you hit the notification bell, you'll see when we upload more videos, and you can get excited that we are getting excited, and we can all be excited together. We'd love it if you left a comment. Let us know what you think about the video. Let us know how your journey is going. And now I'm ready to say, I'll see you the next day.
Bye.
Bye.